Hi everybody, this is Tanya with the Burke County Chamber of Commerce. We are so excited to kick off a new program at the Chamber called Burke Business Buzz. And our first Burke Business Buzz of the year will be Farris Insurance Agency, which is where I am today. And we are so excited to introduce Farris and all that they do here at the agency. And we're going to learn about them today as well as throughout the entire month. So be looking out for our interviews and all the information about Farris Insurance Agency throughout the month of March. So March Burke Business Buzz, Farris Insurance Agency, and I'm here today with Kevin Farris. He's Vice President of Farris Insurance Agency, and we're going to ask him some questions and learn more about his business. Hi Kevin, how are you today?
I'm great, Tanya. How are you?
Good, it's great to be with you. Let me also say Kevin's one of our wonderful board members at the Chamber of Commerce and has been an ambassador, and he's just always there when we need him, and we're just excited to focus on Farris Insurance Agency this month. So Kevin, you want to introduce yourself a little more and give us a history about Farris Insurance Agency.
Well, I'm going to add that we're never bored at the board meetings. So never bored. It's always something fun going on. So having said that, I'm the history buff here. It seems like the oldest son of the family is falling on me to maintain the history. So I'm going to get a little history lesson. Really short, not a long detail, so we're not going to dive into it, but a little bit about who we are and why we became who we are now. So I'm 62, and I started way back in the 80s, so I've been here for quite a while. Dad, his name was Charlie, and he started the business in 1972, but he actually had a little history before that. When he married Mom, that was an insurance family, so he married into Mom's family and became an insurance agent as well at a place called Pons Insurance. It's right down the street, Main Street, Valdez. It's now Brinkley Insurance. But that's where Dad started. So Dad was there, worked there for many years, and decided that he was going to become independent. And in 72 decided he was going to take out on his own, and that's what he did. So from that point on, it was Farris Insurance. So we're going to be 50 next year. So we're going to have a big celebration of our 50th anniversary, and so do all kind of weird stuff on the radio, and some giveaways and that kind of stuff. But that's in the future. But looking backwards, I found a few things in my drawer, and one of them was in this really cool plaque that I dug out from 1933, where Pons Insurance was presented on the distinguished plaque from a company called State Capital. I thought it was just cool, and these things are few and far between, so I collect tin signs. So this one's personally ours. I found another.
That's a long time ago.
I know, it's
1933.
You think, wow, but that's what happened.
It's still in pristine condition.
It's still in really good condition. Yeah, I had to spit on it a little bit to clean it up, but other than that, I found another little cool thing I was telling Tanya. It's a little fun booklet from Travelers, dated 1958. So it gives you all kind of little games, and there's how to score and how to clean up after yourself. And I thought, well, that's just kind of cool. The other little thing I found of interest, and it's a pencil. Everybody knows a little pencil. But the cute thing about it is my dad being family. So here we got Dad's name, Charlie, and he goes by. There's me, Kevin, Rick, Tim, Michael, my son, Ashley, Tim's daughter, and Spencer, Rick's oldest son at that point in time. So my dad was really all about family stuff. So everybody's name got on a pencil at that point in time. Now there were several children born after that didn't get on a pencil later on. But that's what I found, and I had saved, and I thought that was kind of cool because that was important to him, and for the longest time, and it said, our family serving your family, and he was really big about being family oriented here. So our employees are not employees, they're mostly family, even though only one is kind of related to us. So, but they have the same rights as a family.
I think that's really cool. I've never had my name on a pencil.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of neat. So, and I was telling Tanya, I found a newsprint article from the 1997, and it was talking about that same thing. So I'm there, Tim's there, Rick's there, Dad's seated. We're going to take a shot so you can actually see it clear, but it was talking about how we had continued the legacy of insurance and passed it on down. That was before Michael came in.
And everybody check out Kevin's hair.
Yeah, I went through a hair phase there for a while. Big hair.
It's bigger than mine.
Big hair, big attitude. The other cute thing I found is that we had our niche is collector cars, and you'll hear about that a little later, but I found a couple of magnets that we put together. These are 25 years old at least, of magnets that we put together to give people for advertising little pieces. We're an agency of history. We're an innovator as well, so we do some weird stuff. Like I said, my hair is obviously you saw. So we're not opposed to doing things slightly out of the realm of what people call stuffy insurance people. As you see, I don't have a tie on. The picture I have a tie on, but so I've kind of graduated to no tie. And the old answer is, why do you have a tie? I said, because my name's on the building and I get to do whatever I please.
I like that theory.
So it's it's kind of like the joke is that one of the staffs wrote their name on a sticky pad and stuck it on the wall and said, okay, my name's on the building now, so I get to make all the decisions here. And I said, yeah, it doesn't work that way. Sorry about that. So, going back to the history, as we turn 50, we've seen a lot of things change. Everybody's seen changes. From we had a computer that was this big, that did everything we thought was humanly possible, to the little laptop this big that does 5,000 times the capacity. So we've got radars and all these kind of things that people always talked about. And we're as modern with e-signatures and all of these electronic gadgets that folks like to play with. The iPhone, I don't have it with me because I don't want to carry it in the office, but most people aren't separated from those. We can contact folks by email or text or whatever kind of electronic touch you like. And since COVID, we've been able to do that here as well. We have a drive-through because we're in an old bank building. So folks drive through, don't have to touch anything. And our lobby is open by appointment now. Will be open probably in March when the numbers level out again. So we'll be back. But we didn't slow up. We were still able to service folks that had issues, which is great. We stayed here. We furloughed a couple of employees for a little while. And then they all got comfortable with the status quo, came back in the office. And so I said, hey, if we're going to get it, all of us are going to get it. I mean, it's as close as we are. So, and then, like I said, luckily nobody has. So we
hope that it stays that way.
We've been blessed. I'll knock on wood or whatever hard object that we haven't invoked that. But yeah, so we've been, I guess, in the right place at the right time. So it didn't bother us. Business was great. And we met all our goals, which is great for us, and we ticked them a little higher this year. So we're expecting to grow even more in our collector car side and in our personal and commercial side. Like I said, you'll hear a little more about those folks a little later, but that's us as a whole. The old walnut shell is us.
So Kevin, you were probably in the top 10 of my first ribbon cuttings that I had when I come to Burke County. And so we're here in this beautiful building in downtown Valdez now. But tell us a little bit about how you come about to be in this building and where you were prior to that.
Gotcha. Well, a little bit of a history lesson there too. Our main office was in Conley Springs, just through Rutherford College and down. So Dad had moved there in the very beginning and built a building, and then we remodeled it and started to move probably 2 times during that whole phase of trying to find a place that better suited us. And there was a place here in Valdez that came up, and we made an offer on it and weren't successful. So we said, well, let's just stay where we are, and the timing will be right whenever the timing is right. So we sort of left it in the Lord's hands, as they say. And truthfully, that was the case. The bank left, and I've since blessed them. I blessed their heart a couple of times. Said, I'm glad they did it. I hate it for everybody that it's inconvenienced, but it's been a godsend for us. So,
because you were in Morganton.
Well, I had an office in a satellite, and we had the office in Conley Springs, and so it was two different things going on there, and it just became difficult even for us to manage it with the folks that we had. well, this building came up and made an offer, and luckily they said, great, love it, give us your money. So last month was our 2-year anniversary. We had a big 2 and some party balloons and you know, that kind of thing, and had a big deal of that. But it's been, you know, the best 2 years we probably had. It's just a different setting, you know. And our other office was beautiful and it worked perfectly for what we were doing with it. But you know, we're Main Street, and there's something about being Main Street that just changes the attitude of even the staff and the people that come through. So thank you for mentioning that. I had forgotten about that because I'm already at the 50th planning that one, so it's kind of like you know that's in the background. But
well, we like celebrating new locations, and this is a beautiful location here in Valdez. I hope you'll all stop by and see it if you haven't been here yet. One thing about it, out in the parking lot, you can smell the bakery. So if nothing else, you just come to the parking lot, see the beautiful building, and learn about Farris Insurance and smell what's going on at the bakery. Kevin, are there other information or anything you want us to know about
The only other
Farris?
plug that I will give you is that our primary project this year is a dog park at the Friends for Valdez Rec site. We've taken that on as our major pilot. You know, that's I have a dog. I have a dog. Everybody has a dog. My dog is our main focus at my house, and so that was something that we really wanted to put our name on. And so we've got a fundraising initiative. So if you go to the Friends of Valdez Rec, and you can actually go to the Farris Insurance Facebook page, and it'll link you over there. And there's a way to donate money and to list recognition of your pet, alive or past, and your name. We'll put a big plaque out there. Hopefully we're going to have a fairly large dog run and a small dog run, and some water and things like that right at the very start of where the park is. So that's I would ask them, maybe even beg you to go over there and do that, because we're going to match money. The Mole Foundation is matching some money. And so hopefully at the end, and I won't say hopefully, I know at the end of our initiative we'll have $10,000 for the dog park and fencing and that kind of thing. So that's something I would love for you to do.
And we could probably, Mackenzie could put a link to that with this interview. So you look wherever you're hearing this interview and look for a link to help the dog park here in Valdez.
And my dog is named Zeke, and he will thank you.
Zeke, yes. Thank you from Zeke.
Yes.
Is there anything else?
No, I think that's it. I think let's get the staff in here and hear from them. So that'll be the next thing you see is some of our great folks that we work with.
Well, thank you for being with us today. Thank you, Farris Insurance Agency, for being our first Burt Business Buzz of the year. We encourage you all month long of March to be checking out what we have about Farris Insurance Agency. Learn all about what they do, and if you need insurance, please be sure to give them a call or stop by their office. So thank you again, Kevin, for being with us today, and we look forward to learning more about your agency.